Welcome to week 1. Please remember to complete the check-in activity and introduce yourself. This week we'll be starting to look at chapter 2 and understanding the topics of trade-offs, comparative advantage, and the market system. We'll be closely looking at what comparative advantage and gains from international trade are in chapter 7. You will want to review and pay close attention to the production possibilities frontier and opportunity cost. Review and study the graph on page 43, which illustrates the curve on the maximum attainable combination of two goods that can be produced with available resources and current technology. To help you understand, a simple example given would be to suppose you had a limited amount of time to study for 2 exams, one being economics and the other accounting. What would be the production possibilities curve for the example grades look like? A straight line, a bowed outward curve, would be the 2 options. The correct option would be option 2, as the first hour spent studying economics is much more valuable and has a lower opportunity cost than the last hour. Our reading will explain that the opportunity cost is the highest value alternative that must be given up to engage in an activity. In similar terms, what a person is willing to give up in exchange for something else. You will review the circular flow diagram model and 2 key groups that participate in markets. In addition, we will be looking at economic growth and how economies grow through production increases of goods and services. Likewise, understanding what the comparative advantage is as it applies to an individual, firm, or country who produces a good or service at a lower opportunity cost than competitors will be important to know. Chapter 7 will explain how the comparative advantage applies to international trade and what are the absolute advantages a competitor has in producing a good or service when using the same amount of resources. To complete the week, you're required to participate in a discussion. You are required to make an initial posting as well as respond to 2 other classmates. Please post early in the week, preferably by Wednesday, to allow your classmates time to respond. Your writing assignment requires you to research production possibilities frontier and opportunity costs. You'll be required to write an essay explaining your reasoning for why you feel which method for growing an economy is responsible for growth in the US, Brazil, China, and India. Please read the assignment instructions and how to turn in the assignment. Lastly, you are required to complete a 25-question quiz, so please plan your workload accordingly. I look forward to seeing you in the Blue Button Room on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Have a wonderful week.